Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Pauline Fu. In this video, I will go over some problems with regard to simple annuities. I will use different methods to solve for future values, such as using BA2 calculator and using Excel, as well as using the formulas. Okay. All right. So let's look at the questions. I'm going to start off this question, okay? Question 2. Deposit of $84 are made at the end of every month for 8.5 years. What will be deposit amount to if interest is 7% compounded monthly? So this question is ask you the future value. Ask you the, oops. What is the future value? Okay. So we know the deposit of 84, that is the PMT, okay? You make deposit at the end of each month for 8.5 years. So how many deposits you are going to make? Number of payments, N equal to 8.5 multiply 12, okay? So I will just maybe use this, I have calculator here, BA2 plus, okay, Texas Instrument calculator. So I'm going to use, first I clear out, and then 8.5 multiply 12, and it is 102. Okay. And interest is 7% compounded monthly. Compounded monthly, when you use the formula, you have to use 7% divided by 12 because it is compounded monthly. Okay. So the question here asks you for a simple annuity. Okay, ordinary simple annuity, because this end means ordinary annuity. Simple means number of payments per year equal to interest compounding periods per year. Okay. So I repeat because this is important. Simple annuity means number of payment per year, PY, equal to interest compounding period per year, CY. When you have PY equal to CY, that is a simple annuity. Okay. And here the keyword at the end means that is the ordinary annuity. Ordinary means payment is at the end. If payment is made at the beginning of the month, beginning of the quarter, or beginning of the year, that is annuity due. Okay. All right, so first step, we understand each and every number. And next, we are going to use a calculator to solve it. And then we use Excel to solve it. Okay. So for calculator, so this is my calculator. So I'm going to click second quit to clear everything I have done. So to use calculator, you need to set up PY and CY. In this question, number of payment per year equal to 12 because it is said you made payment every month. So every year you make 12 payments. CY is also equal to 12 because interest is compounded monthly. So every year you need to compound 12 times, okay, convert interest. So how do I set up PY equal 12, CY equal to 12 on calculator? You do this, you click second, and then this is PY, second PY, and you have a PY equal to, then type in number 12, press enter key. So you get PY equal to 12. And then use this down arrow key. Down arrow key, you see CY, and enter 12, enter. Then second quit. So you all set for PY equal to 12, CY equal to 12. Just on safe side, before you enter any number, double check if PY equal to 12, CY equal to 12. So second PY, this is 12. Down arrow key, CY 12. So everything is all right. Okay, so I will just go here. Okay, now on this calculator, you have 5 buttons. This one is N, okay, number of payments. This one is IY, interest. And this is PV, present value. PMT, periodic payment. FV, future value. For those 5 buttons, you must enter 4 buttons. You must enter 4 buttons in order to get the 5th one, okay? So there is no sequence. I will usually go with the sequence of the number appeared on the question. So for example, the first number I say 84. So I know 84 is PMT. So I type in 84. PMT usually typing as negative number because it's the payment you made. And then positive, negative number, and click PMT. So you have PMT equal to negative 84, okay? And then next number I will type in 102. That is how many payments you made. So 102, and press this N. Okay. And the next number I see is interest, 7%. So you just type in 7 without percentage. Without percentage, and this IY is the interest. You do not divide 12 because the calculator will automatically do this for you. The reason is you already set PY equal to 12, CY equal to 12. So the computer will divide 12 for you. You just directly enter 7 as interest. So far we entered 3 numbers. I said we need 4. Okay, so this PV, type in 0, 0 PV. This as a precaution to clear any previous entries. Okay, so I repeat the 4 numbers I entered. PMT, negative 84, N, 102, IY, interest 7, 0 PV. And then you just, last step, you click CPT, compute, and then FV. And see, you get this number. I give you answer here. You compare the computer number with the answer I gave you. Okay, so this is the calculator method to calculate the future value of ordinary simple annuity. Ordinary means payment made at the end. Simple means number of payments per year, PY, equal to number of interest compounding period per year, conversion period per year, 12. Okay. So to use Excel, you have to know the formula, okay? So I'm going to write down the formula here. So the formula, I will try to. Do I have options? Okay. So this is the future value for ordinary simple annuity. The formula is FV equal to PMT. So it is pretty slow because I use my keyboard. PMT times square bracket 1 plus I. This I is periodic interest. You have to use 7% divided by 12 to obtain this I. 7% divided by 12, okay, raised to power n minus 1, and divide interest rate I. Again, I is a periodic interest rate. So this is the formula, okay. So now I'm going to open Excel. I already did some preliminary work. So I want you to see both the questions and my Excel worksheet. Okay. So you have to use, maybe I'll redo this all over again. Okay. So periodic interest, you have to use 7% divided by 12. That is I in the formula. In formula, you need to divide 12, and you need percentage sign. Okay. And PMT, that is the negative number 84. Okay. N is 102 because it is 8.5 years multiplied by 12. That is N. We are asked for the future value. And when you use the formula, you just need 3 items, I, PMT, and N. Okay, 3 items. So formula FV, just based on this formula, okay? So FV equal to PMT. So I don't know, this is PMT in cell B2 times bracket, and then another bracket 1 plus I raised to power. Excel use this raised to power N. N is 102 minus 1. Okay, and then divided by I, closing bracket, okay, and that is the Excel, okay, you based on the formula. Oops, do you want to accept? Okay, yes. So see, you get actually here, the PMT, in the formula, the PMT use positive number. So you got to distinguish. When you use formula, PMT is a positive number. Okay, PMT is positive number. So you get exactly the same number. Okay. And also Excel has a built-in future value for ordinary simple annuities. Okay. You can explore this by yourself. Okay. But for the basics part, you need a calculator method and the formula. Okay. All right. So this is this question. Next one. Question 3. Find the future value of the following ordinary simple annuity. So ordinary means the payment made at the end. Payment made at the end. Simple means number of payment per year, PY, equal to CY, interest compounding period per year. That is simple. So the number given, 796 periodic payment, that is your PMT. When you use calculator, PMT is negative number. When you use the formula, PMT is a positive number. Okay. And the payment interval, you make payment every 6 months. Okay. And you do the payment for 6 years. So over 6 years, how many payments you made? So 2 times 6. Because a year you make 2 payments. 2 multiply 6 equal to 12. That is N. And interest is compounded semi-annually. This interest 8%. When you use calculator, you just type in 8. When you use Excel or when you use formula, you need to say I equal to 8% divided by 1. Okay. Or divided by 2, because conversion period is 2 times a year. Okay, so 8% divided by 2. 8% divided by 2. So 4% is I. Okay. All right, so we understand the numbers. Now let's figure out the solution. First, use a calculator, then use formula. Okay, so I'm going to clear up second quit. Always second quit. By the way, how do you set up 4 decimal place? Right now I have 4 decimal place, but this answer only requires 2 decimals. Okay, you do this. Second, format. This is format button here. Second format, and then you have a DEC. Okay, decimal. So if you need 2, you type in 2, press enter, and then second quit. Now it is 2 decimal places. But usually we will ask for 4 decimals when you do calculation. You can round up. Final result can be 2 decimals. Okay, so I'm going to set up decimal place to 4 decimal places. So second format, type in number 2, type in enter. Second quit. Now it becomes 4 decimal places. Okay. All right. So let's enter the numbers. So the first number I say 796. 796. Oops. Just close it. 796. This is negative number when you use calculator. So positive, negative, PMT. Next number I see is N, 12. 12, and then press N. And the next is interest rate I. Remember, when you use calculator, you just need to enter H. I. Okay. I am doing something wrong here. Okay, I will tell you later. Okay. And then 0 PV. Then calculate FV. Oops, compute FV. See, I get this number, but the answer is this. What I did was wrong. Why? This is most students will make the same mistake. Because I did not set up PY and CY. Remember, before you enter number, you need to set up PY and CY. In addition to that, you need to make sure your calculator is at the end mode. How do you know it is at end? If you see nothing on top right corner, it is end. Okay, we have end mode, we have begin mode. Begin means annuity due, end means ordinary annuity. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce how, because next chapter we'll study annuity due. Payment is made at the beginning of month, beginning of the quarter, beginning of the year. If that is the case, you use annuity due, and you need to set up the computer to begin mode. So now I'm going to show you how to set end mode, how to set begin mode. Actually, those two modes are toggle. It is like on off, okay? So now I'm going to start all over again. Set up my computer first, I mean calculator. So second, quit. So you see, on this computer screen, calculator screen, you see nothing on top right corner. That means the calculator is at the end mode. Okay. If you want to change to begin mode, when do you need begin mode? When you calculate annuity due. Okay. So let's check annuity begin and then end again. Okay. So you click second begin. There's a button begin here. I'll try. There's a second begin. Try to locate the begin. Maybe I will do this later. But anyway, right now my calculator is end mode. This is what I need. Okay. So, so the procedure is second begin, second quit, second enter, and then second quit. That is the procedure to go to begin mode. And repeat yourself, second begin, second set, second quit, you get end mode, okay? So right now it is end mode. And now I'm going to set PY, okay, number of payment per year. So number of payment per year equal to 2 in this case. So number of payment per year is 2. And interest is compounded semi-annually. So CY equal to 2. Okay. So you go to second PY, then type in number 2, click enter, and then use down arrow key. You have CY, make sure it is 2, okay, and enter. Then second quit. So now you have PY equal to 2, CY equal to 2. So everything is set up. Now you enter the number, okay? 796, positive, negative, PMT, 12, N, and the interest 8 is IY interest. And remember 0 PV as a precaution to clear any previous entries. 0 PV. And final step, compute FV. See, this time I got exactly the same number, $11,960.54. Okay, so that is the calculator method. Remember, you need end mode, and you need to set up PY equal to 2, CY equal to 2. Then you enter the 4 numbers, not 3. You need 4. Okay, so 0 is the present value. So now let's go Excel. For Excel, actually the one I did here can serve as a simple template. Okay, simple template, because interest rate I equal to 8% divided by 2. Okay, PMT 796, N is 12, and you automatically get this number here because I used the formula. Okay, so this one can serve as a template for ordinary simple annuity to calculate the future value. Okay. So this is a Excel part. Okay. And when I use Excel, I actually use this formula here. See, PV equal to PMT times bracket 1 plus I raised to power n minus 1 divided by I. Okay. All right. So that is this question. Question 3. Okay. And question 4. Okay. Find the future value of ordinary simple annuity. This time I'm going to speed up, okay? So 440, that is PMT. PMT. Payment interval every 3 months. So 1 year, you are going to make 4 payments. So payment per year equal to 4. 1 year, you make 4 payments. Okay. And the term is 7.75 years. So how many total payments? 7.75 multiplied 4. Okay. And then interest 10% compounded quarterly. Interest compounded quarterly. That means CY equal to 4. CY equal to 4. Okay. And now use the calculator. But now I want to calculate N. What is N? N 7.75 times 4. Okay. I'm going to here, second equate. 7.75 times 4. So N equal to 31. Okay. So remember, you need to set up computer first, I mean calculator. So make sure it is end. You see nothing on this here. On the screen, top right corner, you see nothing. If you say BGN, began, if you say BGN, you do this. Second, began, second, set, second, quit. And that began will disappear. Means you are at the end mode. Okay. So let's set up PY equal to 4, CY equal to 4. So second, PY, type in 4, enter. Then use down arrow key. You see CY 4, enter. And then second, quit. And now enter 440. That is PMT. PMT. Try to move this a little bit here. PMT. And then N31, type in 31 first, click N. And then interest is 10. So 10 IY. Remember, present value is 0. 0 PV. Last step, compute FV. See, you get this number here, $20,240.12. So this is a calculator. And in Excel, you just need to just move this so that you see both the question and Excel. So this served as my little template because I already see the formula, but I already typed in this formula. Okay. When you already, oops, cancel button. Okay. Insert function. Something happened. Try to Okay, maybe I don't mind. We open the Excel. So you see, I already did several questions in Excel, okay? In Excel, the interest, you need to use 10% divided by 4. 10% divided by 4. All right, so that is question 4. Now, question 5. Where is question 5? Okay. This one, the font is small. Can I increase the font size? Oops. Try to increase the font size. What I did. Maybe maximize the screen. Oh, okay. Increase the screen. All right, so I will read loud for this question. Justin is saving for his retirement 21 years from now. By setting up a savings plan, he will set up a savings plan where he will deposit $122 at the end of every 6 months for the next 13 years. Interest is 8%, compounded semi-annually. Question A, how much money will be in his account on the date of his retirement? Question B, how much will Justin contribute? Question C, how much will be interest? Okay. So this question, we need to analyze this question in 2 steps. Okay, in 2 steps. Step 1, what is the future value of the annuity at the end of 13 years? That is step 1. What is the future value after 13 years? Step 1. And then step 2, what is the future value at the end of 21 years? So from 13 years to 21 years, the money will be sitting there just under interest. There is no regularly contribution. The regularly contribution only happened for the first 13 years. After 13 years, the money earned 8% interest. That's it. So from 13% to 21%, there are 8 years. 8 years. Okay. So step 2, we'll calculate what is the future value after 8 years. After you stop contribution, the money sits there for 8 years. Okay. So let's do the step 1. What is the future value at the end of 13 years? That is a regular, ordinary, simple annuity. Okay. So I'm going to just pull out the calculator. Okay. So before we do calculator, analyze what is PY, what is CY. Okay. So this person make contribution every 6 months, means 1 year he made 2 contributions. So PY equal to 12. PY equal to 12. No, not 12. PY equal to 2. 1 year he made 2 contributions. Okay. And the interest compounded semi-annually means CY equal to 2. Every year interest is compounding, is converted 2 times. So now let's set up the calculator. Make sure Adjust. So I'm going to second quit, clear up everything on the calculator. And then second PY, make sure on the top right corner, you don't see begin mode. It is end mode, okay? So PY equal to 2. Enter, press enter. Then down arrow key, CY equal to 2, press enter. And then second quit, okay? So 123 is PMT, positive, negative, PMT. Over 13 years, N equal to 26, because 1 year you make 2 contributions. So 26 is N, and interest is 8%, HIY, and then 0 PV, 0 PV. So finally, compute FV. Okay, so this is the money at the end of 13 years, and this money will continue sit in the saving account for another 8 years, but without additional 123 contributions. Okay. So we finished first step, the future value for ordinary simple annuity after 13 years, okay, $5,450.34. So this money, this amount becomes present value of the next 8 years. Okay, so if from after 13 years, okay, you have this money, and this money is the present value of next 8 years. Okay, so I'm going to save this number. Okay, how do I save this number? I click the store button, STO, store. I save this number, oops, in this button here, 1, okay, because this number is my present value for next 8 years. Okay, so I have this number, and for next 8 years, PY equal to 2, CY still equal to 2, so I do not need to set up, okay? So I'm just going to enter this number, so I will recall this number, okay? So this number is my PV, present value. This number is my present value, okay? Because you don't make contribution over next 8 years, so 0 is PMT. 0 is PMT, okay? So for 8 years, you have 8 times 2. You have 16. 16 is N, and the interest is still 8%. So 8IY, okay? And then you press compute future value, compute FV, okay? You have $10,206.39. Sometimes you get negative number, but you need to interpret, okay? Why I get negative number? Because the present, when I enter present value, I should enter negative number so that I have a positive outcome, but this doesn't matter. As long as you know the final result is not negative, that's good enough, okay? So this is this question using calculator. If you use a formula, you need 2 steps, okay? Step one, you need to calculate the future value of annuity after 13 years, okay, for 13 years. What is the future value after 13 years for the annuity? And step 2, you need to calculate future value of a compound interest for 8 years. For 8 years. And in step 1, the formula is, I showed you before the formula, okay? In question here. The mouse does not work very well. See, see, this is the formula here. FV equal to PMT times 1 plus I raised to power n minus 1 divided by I. That is your step 1. Calculate future value of simple ordinary simple annuity after 13 years. You use this formula, okay? And step 2. Oops, there's a bug. Step 2, future value for a compound interest. So I will write down this formula for you, okay? So FV, step 2, FV equal to PV times 1 plus I raised to power n. That is the future value for compound interest raised to power n. And this PV is the result of step 1 is PV here. The result of step 1 is PV here. And I is 8% divided by 2. When you use formula, you need 8% divided by 2. When you use calculator, you just type in interest 8. Okay. All right. So, in summary, we did a couple of things. First, we clarify what is a simple ordinary annuities. And then we calculate future value of simple ordinary annuity using both BA2 plus Texas Instrument financial calculator and use the formula. I used Excel to facilitate the calculation process. Of course, you can use the calculator, regular calculator, to based on the formula. Okay. Remember, you need to go over these questions by yourself. Okay, it is not easy. Some students will do 2 times, 3 times, and also make sure you go over the textbook questions. Okay. All right. Hope you learned something from this video. Thanks for your time. I'll see you next time.